Alright, so we're going to be talking about Japanese multiplication, and they have a very interesting way about multiplying numbers, and you can actually use this method for extremely large numbers. It's not only it's not only very fast, but it's very efficient too. So let's go for a problem. Let's say 23 times 12, because I know for a fact no one has that memorized off the top of their head and is able to spill out that number. So if I'm looking at 23 times 12, I look at the numbers individually, and this is how I'd set it up. I would probably have, for 23, I would set up a 2, and then kind of diagonally, I would set up a 3. Then on the other side, I'd set up a 1, still kind of going in almost a diamond shape, and then I would set up a 2. Okay, so this is for your 23 and 12. Now, I'm going to be color coordinating so you see what I do, but every single number, you're going to draw that many lines. So if I see 2, okay, that's a little bit crooked for me. But if I see 2, I'm going to draw 2 lines. Okay, now if I see 1, I will draw 1 line. If I see 3, I draw 1, 2, 3 lines. If I see 2, I draw 1, 2 lines. All right, so now this is where you start counting. Okay, so I'm going to start looking at all of these, and I'm going to start counting. Well, I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you count from right to left. So there's 6 right here. Then I'm going to count the whole entire middle section together. So I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's where these lines cross. So you're kind of forming little dots. So then there's a 7. Now I count how many lines are crossing right here. So I have 1, 2. Well, that's 2. So my answer actually equals 276. That's my answer. Now, hold on, wait a minute, that was pretty easy, right? What if there is one where, in multiplication, we sometimes have to carry numbers over? Well, let's try that. So, let's try 24 times, let's say, 13. So I'm going to have 24 times 13, and I'm going to set it up the same exact way. So I'm going to have a 2, I am going to have a 4 kind of diagonally, and then I'm going to have a 1, and then I'm going to have a 3, and I draw my line. So I have 1, 2, 3, I have 1, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, because it's a 4, and then I have 1, 2. Okay, so now I have to start counting. Remember, I go in 3 sections. So this is going to be my first section right here, from right to left. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, I have 12 in there. So what I'm going to do, like normal, I'm going to keep the 2. However, I'm going to add 1 to whatever my center is going to be. So I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's going to be 1 plus 10, which is going to be 11. So I'm going to keep that 1 and then bring another 1 over here. So whatever this is going to be, I'll add 1 to it. So I have 1, 2, and then 2 plus 1 is going to be 3. So my final answer is 312. Now, you say, well, this is all fine and dandy for these two numbers. I can easily do that, in multiplication the long way. Well, that's great and dandy. However, what if I had just a ridiculous number? Like, what if I had 321 times 254? What if I had a number like that and you're like, wow, that might take a little bit more time multiplying long way. So all you're going to do is set it up. So I'm going to have, going one way, 3, 2, 1, and I'm going to have 2, 5, and 4, and I'm going to draw my line. So I'm going to draw, for the 2, I'm going to draw 2 lines, see if I can make them long enough, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, then go ahead at 1, 1, 2, you're going to draw your 2 lines, 1, 2, and then 3, you will draw 3 lines. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then I just want to extend this line a little bit so it's very clear that they run into each other. All right, so now we're kind of splitting into each sections. So this is going to be one section right here, and I count my intersections. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is 4. Now, these two sections are going to be 1. Okay, those two sections are going to be 1. So I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so since that is 13, I will have a 3 right here. I'm going to carry a 1. Now, the whole entire middle section, which is all of this, is going to be one whole section. So I'm just going to put plus 1 in here because I know I have to carry that 13. I have to carry that 1. So I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25 with the plus 1. So I'm going to have that 5. And now I'm going to do a plus 2 over here because it was 20. And these two sections are last. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Plus 2 is 21. So I'm going to have a 1 right there. So then I'm going to add another 2 to the last bit, and this is the end. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 plus 2 is 8. So your final answer is 81,534. There's not really much math in it. It's more just counting dots, essentially. So that is the Japanese way of multiplying.